All right. Welcome again to Military Guna TV. So thank you very much. So today we're going to speak about Martin Odegaard. I want to dive down a bit into Martin Odegaard. His statistics, his stats, all the analysis of Martin Odegaard versus West Ham. A few key pointers as well, how we played and what we really did. So thank you very much for tuning in, and let me go no further more than just get into this. I'm not sure if I might be long. I'm not sure. Hopefully I'm not long. So let me get right into it. So, guys, before we do anything, please hit the like button. If you're watching this on the rewatch, I would advise you or implore you, the best way to show me some support is to hit the like button. And I would really, really appreciate it. Good. So, all right. So, relatively good game for Arsenal yesterday. A very, very difficult game, to be fair. Very, very difficult game. We entered that game with a lackadaisical mindset that we already won the game. And that is what happened when you underestimate your opponent. Those are the things that happen when you really underestimate your opponent. And I really do hope that we learn from this, and this won't be. I hope that this is not a continuous figure in our mindset that we'll just go into these games and dominate the game as how we please, because that is not football. That is not how football is. Football does it. No game is a given. No game, you have won a game until the 90-minute whistle is blown. So definitely, we really slack off on that aspect of the game. I do believe so, and I think that is something that we have to work on. We have to do better in that aspect of the game as well. So there are a few key persons in that game versus West Ham that I should highlight for Arsenal. Also, a few key persons for West Ham. I'm hoping that you guys understand the direction that I'm going. Key persons such as Chambers, Callum Chambers, how he impacts the game. Callum Chambers, Martin Odegaard, and also definitely also Lacazette. But for this purpose, I want to get into a bit of Lacazette's Martin Odegaard statistics to give you guys a better analysis of what I think, how things really went on in that particular game. So there are a few things that I want to run through to let you guys understand how Martin Odegaard impact the game, and what we think, and if there's more to come from a performance like that. Now we have seen how could I call it? We have seen small snapshots of what he can do and how he can do, but there are a few things that I highlighted throughout the game, and I think most people understand. So let me run through a bit of the statistics for the game itself, let you guys understand where I'm coming from. So we had 64% possession. They had 36%. A total of 16 shots on target from us, 15 from them, 7 on target, and 5 from them. Now, the reason why I highlighted the possession aspect of the game is because I know that there are things in this game that affected us, and we didn't like what I see, as according to what Mikel Arteta said. Mikel Arteta said that he has seen something that he hasn't seen in a long while, which he knew that the team is capable of doing. And yes, we are now here at this point. Now, in the first half, in the first 30 minutes of the game, they dominated the game, and through that dominance, that is where they thrive, and that is where they got their goals. And hats off to them for doing that. I really love the fact that they did that. They went in all in that particular game and really get what they came for in that particular moment, that first 30 minutes. Because for the rest of the game, we dominated the game, and yes, they got a few more chances. And also, yes, we throw away so many chances. Big up coaches, bro. Thank you for jumping in. Want to do a bit of tactical analysis of the player of the team of Martin Odegaard. What he did yesterday. Coaches, please. I'm going to WhatsApp you, bro, because I'm viewing for me and for both of us to do a watch along. Even Dust Ball. I'll invite someone else as well. Do a watch along for the Jamaica versus USA game. Hopefully you can. I'm going to get to you on that if you have the time as well. So I have to put that, I have to factor that in. So definitely, so Arsenal 3, Chelsea 3. We started the game really poor, and I hope that is something that this team will learn from. Now let me get onto. Let me get over here. Why am I not seeing what I came here for? But this is poor planning. Anyways, so guys, Martin Odegaard, I'm going to go, as I said before, I'm going to go into his particulars, how he played, what he did throughout the time period that he was on the pitch and how he impacted the game. So definitely, so let me get into. What is happening? I'm sure I did the correct thing earlier. Wait. So I'm having technical issues. But anyway, let me discuss more about the game. All right, so as Mikel Arteta said in his post-match press conference, he said that he saw something in that particular game that he was not confident about. I see it. I saw it as well, and that was how Arsenal looked after we conceded the first goal. We were basically a shamble of a remnants of what we have been the progression that we have made so far. Also, in the first 15 to 20 minutes, West Ham was in total control of the game. Yes, we know we have to give West Ham respect. We have to respect West Ham because we have to recognize the position they're at on the table, because that is pivotal to how we view football and what we want to do. We have to recognize that as well. And that is important. That is really important that we recognize where they are on the table and the reason why we are at where we are on the table. And to be fair, that is the reason why it's there. That is the reason why we are there on the table. That is the whole reason, entire reason we're there, where we at on the table. No excuses. I can't see us really getting any excuse for that. So I'm going across the sofa score. This is poor preparation and planning, but so sorry about that still. Anyway, yes. So according I did my player ratings yesterday as well. And in my player ratings, let me run back through that as well. I had Burnley in goal. I had Burnley receiving a 6. I thought that one of the goals he could have done better with it, with the one that went under his arm. I thought that he could have done way better with that particular one. I gave Callum Chambers a 7. He really, well, I give him an 8. I'll give Callum Chambers an 8. He really put in a solid performance. I've seen so many people still slating off Callum Chambers, but it's very hard, very difficult to give Arsenal for Arsenal fans to really. Well, let me see. It's like we're hurting, so it's hard for us to give any players any particular rating, because at some point in time we just believe that they will fail us again. And that is something that we are afraid of. I don't know why, but we are totally afraid of these players really hurting us emotionally. So, centre back poor defensive performance from both Pablo Mari and David Luiz. And I think both of them receive a 6 from me. So, in that aspect, both of them receive a 6. On the left hand side, Kieran Tierney, solid performance again. All is solid 7 out of 7. So I give Kieran Tierney a 7. In the midfield area, Granit Xhaka, pretty quiet game from Granit Xhaka. Didn't give offers any much, because after we went 2 to 3 goals down, it makes no sense having 2 defensive midfielders on the pitch again. And that is the reason why Mikel Arteta removed Granit Xhaka. And I was happy to see that he have that tactical insight in him as well. And I have to give Mikel Arteta credit for that tactical insight. Don't waste my time. Big up, bro. How are you? Hopefully you're good, bro. I'm running through some statistics and a bit of analysis of the game in itself. So thank you for joining, bro. Thank you for jumping in the chat. Thank you very much for jumping in the chat. All right. So yes, as I said, so I was pleased to see that Mikel Arteta took off Granit Xhaka, because he was really having a quiet game and it wasn't impacting the game as we would like him to. So definitely, I give Granit Xhaka a 6. Pretty quiet game from Granit Xhaka. In the midfield, beside of him is his partner Thomas Partey. Quite a few sloppy passes, and I am not sure why Thomas Partey really relying on kicking that ball, because each time Thomas Partey kick that ball, I can guarantee you I'm in Jamaica looking for the ball through my windows. I'm looking out for the ball through my windows, whilst here in Jamaica. So that should tell you a lot. That should tell you a lot. But solid performance because it does make the midfield way, and I mean 100% better. In accordance to everything, dominance of the midfield, control in the midfield. He was run rugged in the first 15 minutes by Declan Rice and those guys. And because of the dominance of the previous team, until when he got his foot on the pedal, you saw his quality really coming out. Okay, so let me get I'm trying to find. So then now up front both of them we have on the right Bukayo Saka, and then another quiet game for Saka. And I do believe that the time has come where Saka should be pulled from the team because I think he seems a bit jaded. You can see that Bukayo Saka is jaded and wants the required rest. So take him out of the team. I would implore Arteta to give him like a 2-3 game rest. Bring in Martinelli. Let's see what Martinelli can do. Play Pepe on the left hand side, on the right hand side. Bring Martinelli over onto the left hand side and use Lacazette or Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang up front. And I would solely go with that as well. I think now the fact that Lacazette has now hit a good form, his price value may rise. So it's in a good time period for us to looking forward to sell Lacazette, I would say. So because his price value will rise. So let me get so now moving to the central attacking midfield area, which is the person that we're here to discuss today, which is Martin Odegaard. Solid performance from Odegaard. Really dominant performance. A performance that I can say I enjoyed. I really enjoyed that performance. Definitely enjoyed that performance from Martin Odegaard, and I am hoping that that is something that we're yet to see the best of him, and it's not just like a one-time performance because we can remember clearly. When we played against I think it was the first game that we played against that what's that guy's name? Dennis Ceballos played. First game that Dennis Ceballos played. He received that against Burnley. He received man of the match. And since then, we have yet to see that Danny Ceballos. Big up Ashan, big up for joining the chat, bro. Really appreciate you coming in the chat. Thank you, bro, for dropping by. So definitely, I hope that is not a one-off performance. But the good thing about what I'm seeing from Odegaard is that I'm seeing a constant increase in performance. So he gets better each game, and that is a good sign. It's not like he's hot and cold, but he's just constantly getting better and better. Big up Kumar for jumping in the chat, bro. Big up. Thank you for joining. We're just going to do the tactical insight on Martin Odegaard. Hopefully, you guys stick around for that as well. So that is the good thing that I'm seeing from Odegaard. He's getting better and better as the game goes by. No, that is a plus. It's not like we're seeing him up and down, fluctuating in performance. That is a good thing. As I said, he's not fluctuating in performance. He's actually getting a steady increase in performance, and that is what I really appreciate. Now, so this is the tactical insight for Odegaard, and I'm going to show you guys what he has been doing and how well he has been performing so far. So hopefully you guys can see what I'm looking at right now. So that is it. Tell me, guys, if I should zoom in a bit because it might be a bit. Let me zoom in a bit. Odegaard. So definitely, guys, he played the full 90 minutes. Oof, that is too close. Big up, big up Ashton. Big up. Ashton sending out all the big ups. Okay, so all right, so guys, hopefully you're looking at the statistics from Martin Odegaard. Ooh, what happened? What happened? Whew. I don't know what happened, guys. Was just about to run through his entire statistic, and I have no clue what just happened. Let me pull it back up for you guys. Let me get it back up for you guys. I don't know what happened. I was just on the page just a minute, and then it just went away like that. But let me get it back up for you guys right away. And definitely this is something that I really want to run through. I knew what exactly is happening. All right, so we're good now. We are now good. Big up IMAX. IMAX jumping in storm. big up IMAX. Okay, so big up IMAX for jumping in the chat. Ashton reminding me that I should definitely salute, right, guys? Forgetting my manners, it seems. Seems like I'm forgetting my role and responsibility as a citizen of the YouTube. So let me get back. Come on. Why is this taking so long? And it's up. So guys, how are you today? Hopefully you guys are good. I'm okay. I am okay. I am definitely okay. I'm just hoping that you guys are good. Let me I'm just here checking out the teacher's class. Definitely. So, all right. So first, because for some reason SofaSquare don't want to work with me. I think I need to upgrade on my laptop. I think that's one of the biggest reasons, definitely, to upgrade on my laptop. Let me draw for the tactical board. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm going to do. And you don't fluff his line like I am doing right now. I'm just blabbering. All right, so definitely. So I've just found out a nice, how would I say now, website that I can do the tactical insight on. I'm not sure why this is taking so long to load. It should have loaded already. It should have definitely loaded already. Hopefully you guys are seeing it. I'm not sure if you guys are seeing it. All right, so this is what I'm working with, guys. That is definitely what I'm working with. I have something else to pull up. All right, so this is what I'm working with, guys. Hopefully you guys are getting a decent view of what I'm seeing right here. All right, so this is like I said. No, this is how the game tend to pan out yesterday. So we have Cafu at right back, in which we expected Abba should dominate. We have Dawson. We have Issa Diop. And then we have, what's the left back name? Oh, why can't I remember the left back? I don't remember his name. No, this is what tends to happen quite so often. We have Laka trying to work the lines right in between both defenders. But the main man that I want to discuss is Odegaard, which is right here. Now, Odegaard played about 3 to 4 roles yesterday. Now, quite so often you see Odegaard linking up with Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang and Kieran over on the left-hand side, creating a triangle over on the left-hand side. Then now, right here in between Lacazette, quite often you see the same, not triangle, but interchanging passes from Lacazette to Odegaard. Then you move over to the right-hand side of our attack, which you see Odegaard as well with Saka, creating a triangle with Callum Chambers as the fullback. So then now Granit Xhaka would move into this space. The reason why Granit Xhaka became null and void is because of his particular movement. We saw Aubameyang sprinting down the lines, trying to acquire Cafu's Akafu, I think it's Akafu's position. Then Kieran Tierney providing the overlap. Kieran Tierney providing the overlap. At the midfield, Thomas Partey in a more advanced position, creating in that lock right there. Now Saka down to the byline and Callum Chambers creating basically a back three with Mari, Louise. Mari as predominantly the guy, the person on the left hand side. Now Granit Xhaka would be right here shielding them. Now in the first half, what we were really getting wrong in the first half was this. Declan Rice, I'm using the wrong content. Declan Rice seems to keep really, really close to Thomas Partey. That is what happened. Declan Rice stayed really, really close in this particular area to Thomas Partey, right here. He keep close to Thomas Partey. When Granit Xhaka saw that Declan Rice was taking close to Thomas Partey, Granit Xhaka wanted to leave himself more available for the available pass. So Granit Xhaka occupies the half space right here. Now the problem is Soucek, because Granit Xhaka come to fill the half space, Soucek has a roaming role. Soucek now has a roaming role, and this give, I'm not sure, I can't remember who was playing on the right hand side. Who was playing on the right hand side? I think it was Ben Rama, between Ben Rama. Good. So we have Antonio right here, keeping close to David Luiz, trying to exploit that space in between Chambers and David Luiz, because we know that David Luiz will be stepping forward and Chambers will be stepping forward and Chambers will be breaking the line quite so often. So this is what Antonio sits right here. Ben Rama hugs the touchline. Ben Rama hugs the touchline. So you can definitely see that it was some astute performance or tactical insight from the David Moyes himself. So Ben Rama hanging on the touchline right here. And you have Antonio trying to isolate David Luiz. So quite so often he would go in between when Callum Chambers advanced. When Callum Chambers advanced, Ben Rama still stick around in this position. Now Michael Antonio will drop back to cover Granit Xhaka, whatever available pass there is to Granit Xhaka. That is why Antonio will come in this particular position. David Luiz see that there is a cluster in the midfield, because what they did, they overload the entirety of the midfield area. They overload the entirety of the midfield area to nullify what we wanted to do. And it goes to show that, yes, you have to give David Moyes a lot of respect for what he did. And I think that it was a tactical astute battle. Now, this is what they did in the first half. Now, bringing that over into our defensive aspect, you have Pablo Mari dropping really, really deep. Also, David Luiz dropping really deep as well, creating a flat back four with Callum Chambers sticking in there, and they were actually a bit clustered on the inside. They were really, really clustered on the inside. Now, right here, we have, I think it was Lingard circling, using this particular area. Granit Xhaka creating the support for Mari and Kieran Tierney right here. We have Sush. We have what's the midfielder's name? Come on, why can't I remember the midfielders? Why can't I definitely remember the midfielders? But we have Ben Rama trying to create a bit of havoc for Chambers. Thomas Partey isolated right here. Declan Rice now, which is the man that instigates everything, sits right in the half of our entirety of our half. Now, Lacazette, because he sees what's happening, he's trying to stick as close as possible to Declan Rice. Now, our man drop back a bit deep to provide support for Kieran Tierney. This is the entirety of the first half. Soucek right alongside Declan Rice, both interchanging pass from each other, trying to keep the momentum, directing the game as well. Now, Lingard was pivotal in this role. This is what Lingard does. So this is Lingard in the number 8 position. Lingard finds himself quite so often in between Thomas Partey and Granit Xhaka in this area, creating chaos. What he does is he steps inside of the 18-yard box, then he steps out, and as I said, that creates chaos, that creates a more difficult and diverse game for Arsenal Football Club, really making more difficult for us. Big up Aragon for jumping the house. Big up Aragon. Big up, bro. Big up Aragon for coming in. So good. Just doing tactical inside of the game yesterday. So I'll soon be on Odegaard. I'll soon definitely touch on Odegaard and what he did. No, it was really, really smart because in this area, this was where the particular overload was. So Odegaard in the midfield area trying to isolate himself, getting some space. Saka covering Chambers as well. No, this definitely allows West Ham to come closer, pinning us down in our overs from us. And then now we have the options. Good. I'm trying to run through a few of the things because I can't seem to. The system is just moving so slow. The system is killing me. This system is really, really killing me. I definitely need to get a laptop. But anyways. So guys, you see what I'm talking about right here. In this particular position. So this is how we are pinned down. So we have Lacazette trying to keep himself afloat in this particular area. But because the movement of Antonio in between these areas, Luis and Mari, he kept them occupied. Thomas Partey trying to provide support for Luis and Mari. But what this does, this allows Lingard to move in these areas. That is the reason why Lingard had the most touch in the first half. Final passes in the first half out of the entire team. Right in this area. This is what Lingard was circulating in this particular area. Creating a lot of problems for us. Definitely creating a lot of problems for us in this area. So Thomas Partey trying to air float everything in that area, but he couldn't have done it by himself. Granit Xhaka provided support for Kieran Tierney and Pablo Mari over on that side because that side was causing us a lot of problems. I can't remember why can't I remember the next midfielder's name? I think that is where I'm suffering. Now this is how the entirety of the first half panned out. We have come on. Why is this taking so long? Why is this taking so long to load? I want to bear with me, guys. Bear with me just a little bit. Good. All right, so let me run back through it now, guys. So we had Cafu right here. We have Dawson and Issa Diop leading the back line. Over on the left-hand side, we have Creswell and Benrahma. Now, in the midfield, we had Soucek and Declan Rice right here. Bowen, using this area, providing support for Cafu because we know that Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang's pace is so lethal. So Bowen is providing support right in that particular area. Now, what this does, it allows Jesse Lingard to do the roaming role. Play as the number 10 in particular. It gives Jesse Lingard the opportunity to free roam as the number 10 in this particular area. As I said, that is the reason why he has so much possession. So Jesse Lingard roaming in this particular area, trying to provide support. He provided support for both Antonio, Bowen, and Cafu at fullback. Then now you rotate over the side, providing the triangle support so that they would outplay Lacazette in this particular area. Lacazette will be isolated there. But for quite so often, what I see from Odegaard is Odegaard try to make himself readily available, and also some Odegaard won't be marking anyone, so he's always available. So whenever we receive the ball, he'll be the first man they pin the ball to. So this was basically the tail of the first half. The free kick was right here. The free kick was taken right here. Bowen make his break. And then now, coming from right in this position, you saw Jesse Lingard plays down to Bowen, where he finds himself in between both Mari and Kieran Tierney, because Kieran Tierney was pressing high. Well, basically, I can tell you the truth. The team caught it was lapsing. They were really, really lapsing. They caught lapsing Kieran Tierney and Pablo Mari, and their Bowen went through. I think Leno should have done way, way better with that goal. But that is the danger what Lingard was doing right in that particular era. Now, the goal that Lingard scored, his link-up play was over on this side. As I said, Lingard playing in number 10 role, providing support for every player on the pitch. A pass between both Cresswell and Benrahma. Then on to Lingard, where Lingard take a beautiful shot on the outside area right here. And it was really a good chance taken and a good shot. And we have to give credit to Lingard. Now, that was the tail of the first half, and that was how they dominated the first half. Let me get into the entirety of the second half now. We saw where things changed for Arsenal Football Club. So let's reverse the role. Down here, we had... Let's reverse the role where we had all our glory. So basically, Antonio was isolated. That's Pablo Mari. Granit Xhaka over this side. Bombing on this side, which was non-existent. Saka over on this side. Kieran Tierney to provide overload. Chambers over on the right-hand side. Thomas Partey right here. David Luiz right here. Good. So this is how we set out now for the second half. Laka sticking close between Dawson and Issa Diop, with Abba using the area between Declan Rice and also Cafu. Now, Martin Odegaard's primary role was to keep the game ticking and flowing as best as possible. What that does is that provided a lot of problem for Declan Rice in this particular area. So you find out that Soucek, Declan Rice dropping a bit deeper, Thomas Partey pressing higher. We have Granit Xhaka pressing a bit higher as well. And Kieran Tierney providing the overload for Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Mari, Luiz isolated with Antonio, keeping things closely to Antonio. So this is what does. Saka drift inside a bit. Now Benrahma follows Saka. This opens the channel for Chambers down on the right-hand side. And we constantly doing that over and over again until we started to reap the result, where Callum Chambers providing the support for Laka. Laka sticking to a bit closer to Issa Diop on that side. Cresswell inside deep. Callum Chambers coming to the byline quite so often. And that is where Lacazette got his glory from. And that was great. That was great work from them on that aspect of it. From the first half, that was really, really good work from them, from both the team itself. Now, I would want to get a bit more into Odegaard, but I was suffering from some technical issues. But let me see if I can go over there as well. So, this is what Odegaard does. Odegaard provides support for Thomas Partey, Granit Xhaka, and Lacazette, Saka. So over on this side, Odegaard would go over on this side, link up between Chambers and Saka, move over into the central area, link up as well between Laka and Odegaard. Then you'll move over to the left-hand side with Kieran Tierney and Oba. Now, when time Mikel Arteta removed Granit Xhaka, we saw big up Sakaya, big up, bro, big up. when Granit Xhaka remove when Mikel Arteta removed Granit Xhaka and brought in ESR, and he removed Saka, brought in Nicolas Pepe. That gives us a different dimension to the game. What happened is Thomas Partey sit deep as the holding midfielder with Odegaard and ESR providing as two number 8s right here. So you can automatically see the dimension of the game being changed right here. So now, instead of having one midfielder entering inside of the 18-yard box, the opposition box, we now had Lacazette, ESR, and Martin Odegaard entering into the 18-yard box, which, as I said, provide a different dimension to the game and opened more opportunities. So we went a bit in the attacking mode. What this does, this provided us with a bit more steel and guile in the midfield area. Thomas Partey sitting a bit deeper to allow the midfielders to provide and do what they want to do. What Thomas Partey does, it takes a lot of chances. When you receive the ball, you don't find Thomas Partey making back passes. So when he receives the ball, he's looking for column chambers in that half space over that area, in that particular area. And Nicolas Pepe would sometimes come deep to provide support. Martin Odegaard would go over into Nicolas Pepe's position. Pepe coming on the inside where he get off those shots and where he find himself inside of the 18-yard box. So definitely you can see quite a bit of that. Now we saw the likes of Martinelli coming on, and also that provided us with a bit of energy. Another a bit of intensity that the game was lacking, and Martinelli was using this particular channel really, really well. And Martinelli and Kieran Tierney's partnership is really significant in how they both play. So those are some of the insights. So as I said before, that is what Martin Odegaard did, and on the pitch in his movement, using this particular area as his own, guiding the players to what he wants them to do in this area. So Martin Odegaard covers this area. Nicolas Pepe have the opportunity to come a bit deeper because he trusts Colum Chambers' defensive ability to cover his movement. So Ben Rama won't get in behind. So this allows Martin Odegaard to pin down both Soucek and Declan Rice in this particular area right here. Guys, please remember to hit the like button. I really, really appreciate it if you hit the like button. If you're watching from Twitter, please share the content as well. So this is the particular area that Martin Odegaard dominated, creating overloads in this area and adding himself as an extra midfielder entering into the 18-yard box, providing something different in that area. And that is where he got off. You saw he got off one of those shots. Let me see. He got off a shot inside of the 18-yard box, which was blocked. So I'm trying to find the stats versus West Ham. I'm searching for that right now. I think that this is something that Mikel Arteta might use in the future preference. So because this was happening, because there was an overload, we started to overload the midfield area. What this does, this allowed Antonio to come a bit deeper to try and cover Thomas Partey, because he realized that Thomas Partey was the one shielding our midfielders and also engaging or initiating the attack. He's trying his best to cover Thomas Partey, also trying to track Martin Odegaard, because if you guys should check the pass map, you see so much passes from Thomas Partey to Odegaard, also from ESR to Odegaard, because there's a different dimension being applied to this game. So this now, what this does, this allows David Luiz and Pablo Mari to come deeper in the West Ham half. And when you have that amount of possession, when you pin down a team like that in the opposition half, this provides a different dimension. This provides opportunities. This provides chances. This provides a bit of balance in how you attack. Now, this also provides the most instrumental essence of being a football team, which is dominance. And then now, whenever Thomas Partey realized that right in this area, Antonio would drop back a bit deeper. He would step out, form a back three, giving Antonio the option to follow him and open that midfield area. Then now, Martin Odegaard will come deep and fetch for the ball as if he was he's a complete central midfielder. So quite so often you see Martin Odegaard coming in this area, using this particular channel. Let me get a marker. To see if I can outline it. So different, exactly. I'm not finding it. So this would be the ball in that particular area. So this would be Martin Odegaard exchanging pass between both him and Lewis Thomas Partey in this area. Because now we see where Martin Odegaard would be the essential driver of the team whenever we started to dominate the game. And that can be a plus, also that can be a negative, because it's the case in which he only gained that confidence when we were in total dominance of the game. And that is something that we want to see, even when we're not dominating the game, him trying to get on the ball more often than ever, rather than just relying on dominance. But as a central midfield, as a creative player, I expected that as well. Let me go across to SofaScore now to show you guys a bit more. Martin Odegaard definitely applies the technical abilities that I was showing you guys. So I'm going over now to SofaScores. Hopefully, you guys can stick around and to see that coming up. So those are some of the things. Those are some of the things that I see Martin Odegaard in that aspect of the game. So let me see if I can get the Martin Odegaard statistics. If you're just here, you can click that replay button and go across to how the on-field play went on for Martin Odegaard. Now we're going to go a bit deeper into how he applied himself throughout this particular game. So let us see. Let me see. It's loading up. It's taking a time to load up. Definitely. And no, yes, it's up, guys. It's definitely up. All right, so we have going over to the Martin Odegaard guys. So stick around, please. Remember now to hit the like button. Please. Please, guys, remember to hit the like button. Okay, good. So I'm going to show you the Martin Odegaard attributes, what he brought to the game. Hopefully you guys can appreciate it. So definitely. So hopefully you guys are seeing what I'm seeing right now. This is according to SofaSports. SofaScore, definitely. I got that wrong. So good. So minutes played, he had 90 minutes played, no assists, and no goals. We know that. We all know that. But if you guys should look at its touches, he has the the joint highest touches in the team. Basically, the most touches on the pitch other than David Luiz. And I think he came third after David Luiz and Pablo Mari. So he had the third highest touches in the pitch on 95 touches. Pass accuracy 93%, completing 71 out of 76 passes. So you know that definitely. And he was in the attacking third, really incisive passes. Really incisive passes. As I showed you earlier onto the tactical inside, over on the right-hand side, where Martin Odegaard dominating possession, you saw where he was linking up with Saka, also Callum Chambers. Then when Nicolas Pepe came on, he was linking up with Nicolas Pepe really well also. Now, as I said, key passes, he made 4 key passes, definitely something important. Even Lacazette made some key passes as well. 1 to Pepe, 1 to Saka as well. Saka should have finished that one as well. Then now, crosses, he made 9 crosses, 2 accurate. Long balls, he made 3 long balls and 2 accurate long balls out of the 3. 1 shot, 2 8 ground duels, 6, and that shows the physical aspect that he's now growing into the physical aspect of the game. Aerial duels 1. Possession lost 13 times. That is expected because he was playing in the dangerous area of the pitch, the real dangerous area of the pitch, and we have to respect that. He was fouled twice. So he dribble past 2 times. Those are not really significant. Now, look at his heat map. Appreciate his heat map so you can see right in that particular area that he was dominating the attacking third. The intensity of the heat map shows you a lot, because if this is just one game, the intensity of this heat map teach you a lot about the player. So guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed that show. Definitely. Let me run through. Let me see if I could do. Let me run through Lacazette as well. Let me just find something about Lacazette. Let's see if we can roll through a few things. Dip a few things about Lacazette. Definitely. So this was Lacazette heat map, also what he contributed to the team. 90 minutes played, scored 1 goal, 3 shots, 1 on target. I think he should definitely improve on the amount of shots he's taking per game. No shot block. He dribble attempt 3, completed 2. 55 touches. Accurate passes 31 out of 39. 79% completion. Really good pass accuracy for a striker, to be fair. Key passes 2. Those were the 2 passes I just mentioned. 1 to Pepe, 1 to Saka as well. Ground duels 1. 8 ground duels encountered. He won 4. 2 aerial duels, 1 out of 4. Possession lost 13 times. He's a striker. These guys are in a dangerous area, so I'm expecting that to be significantly high. 2 fouls and was fouled twice. 1 clearance. So these are the statistics for Lacazette. He got the highest match rating after he had Odegaard. But for me, I think Odegaard was really, really instrumental in this game. Pierre-Emerick had a very, very poor game. One that I'm hoping he's not proud of. Definitely hope he's not proud of that game in particular. So guys, thank you very much for tuning in. This has been Military Guna TV. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that one. Guess what? I did. But big up guys. Thank you for joining. And I am out.